The soldiers led him away inside the palace, which is the praetorium, and called together the whole cohort of soldiers. They put a purple robe on him, twisted together a crown of thorns, and put it on him. The soldiers began to salute him. "Hail, King of the Jews!" They kept hitting him on the head with a reed and spitting on him. They also kneeled down and paid homage to him. When they had mocked him, they took off the purple robe and put on his own clothing on him. Then they led him out to crucify him. A certain man, Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus, was passing by on his way in from the country. They forced him to carry Jesus' cross. They brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. They tried to give him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it. They crucified him, and they divided his garments, casting lots for them to decide what each of them would take. Now it was the third hour when they crucified him. The superscription stating the charge against him read, "The King of the Jews." They also crucified two criminals with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by ridiculed him, shaking their heads and saying, "Ha! You who were going to destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself. Come down from the cross." In the same way, the chief priests, along with the experts of the law, mocked him among themselves. "He saved others," they said. "He cannot save himself. Let the Christ, the King of Israel, come down now from the cross so that we may see and believe." Those who were crucified with him also insulted him. When it was the 6th hour, darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour. At the 9th hour, Jesus shouted out in a loud voice, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of those standing there heard this, they said, "Listen, he's calling Elijah." Someone ran and filled a sponge with sour wine, put it on a stick, and gave it to him to drink. They said, "Leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to take him down." Jesus cried out with a loud voice and breathed his last. The curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. When the centurion who stood facing him saw how he cried out and breathed his last, he said, "Truly this man was the Son of God." There were also women watching from a distance. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James the younger, and of Joseph, and Salome. When he was in Galilee, they followed him and served him. Many other women also came up with him to Jerusalem. It was already evening, and since it was preparation day, that is, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph from Arimathea, a prominent member of the council, who was himself waiting for the kingdom of God, boldly went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Pilate was surprised that he was already dead. He summoned the centurion and asked him if Jesus had been dead for a long time. When he learned from the centurion that it was so, he granted the body to Joseph. Joseph bought a linen cloth, took him down, and wrapped him in the linen cloth. He laid him in a tomb that had been cut out of rock, and he rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of Joseph were watching where the body was laid.
Crucified my Lord.
top, middle, bottom right, bottom left. You're dismissed. Pause for a second. Forgot it's the end of the week. Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you for reminding me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.